Good evening. You're watching Lookup TV. My name is Louis. It is time for the news.
Discussion of importation of GMO was premature.
Tonight on Lookup News, the Council of Governors faults government for lifting the ban on GMOs without enough consultation.
Kuna stress nyingi nyumbani. Vitu haziko the same. Kuna a lot of pain ndani yetu. Nasikitika mbaya sana.
The family of 8-year-old Isaac Mushiri seeks justice after he went missing. 3 men killed by hippos in the last month as cases of human-wildlife conflict increase. The National Assembly Justice and Legal Affairs Committee will tomorrow hear the case seeking the withdrawal of the 4 IEBC commissioners who disputed the August 9th presidential poll results. The 4, Juliana Cherera, Justice Nyangaya, Irene Masit, and Francis Wanderi, will appear in person before the committee to defend themselves against accusations of misconduct.
The National Assembly Justice and Legal Affairs Committee will from Thursday shift its attention to the 4 IBC commissioners who disputed August 9 presidential results.
We will not take ownership of the results of the results yesterday of the presidential election declared and announced by Mr. Chebukati.
The 4 commissioners led by the IBC Juliana Cherera, Justice Harry and Francis Wanderi will all appear in person before the committee to respond to the 4 petitions seeking the withdrawal of 4 commissioners from office.
Around 15 and 10 minutes to make their...
In a petition that was filed before the National Assembly by President William Ruto-affiliated Farmers Party, the current defense CS Aden Duale and 2 other lawyers, the 4 commissioners were accused of breach of their oath of office. The fate of the 4 commissioners now lies in the hands of the committee members, as they will submit the report to the National Assembly within 10 days, and if it satisfies the ground for removal of one or all the commissioners, the petition will then be forwarded to the President.
Honourable members, I'll now propose the question.
It will be interesting to see how it will end, with the committee already divided over the procedure and pace of hearing and determining the 4 petitions filed before the Parliament.
So I think actually this petition is in very bad taste. It's taking the country back. And I think what we need to do is let the commissioners go on with their work. The ones who are supposed to retire, let them retire honorably. Let the ones who want to continue with their work continue.
Shadrach Kareria, Lookup TV.
The family of Isaac Mushiri, an 8-year-old boy, is distraught after their son went missing 3 weeks ago in Embakasi West, Nairobi. The family is now pleading with anybody who may know anything about his whereabouts to report and reconnect with him and his family. Edwin Mkora reports.
Buruburu Estate, Nairobi County. A father in distress. David Gishira, commonly referred to as J1, is an artist and boda boda operator in the area. And for 3 weeks, he has been searching for his son, putting up posters of his missing 8-year-old son, Isaac Mushiri, who disappeared on Saturday the 5th November 2022 at their home in Molem, Embakasi.
Mtu yote ule anaweza kuwa na huo mtoto. Namwambia tu afanye tu juhudi ya venye tu na anaweza turudia. Mamake kwanza akuli, yani kuna stress nyingi nyumbani. Vitu haziko the same. tuko na a lot of pain ndani yetu, nasikitika mbaya sana. Mama mtoto anaitwa Lucy Njoki. Mama mtoto ameadhirika pakubwa, as I say, cause since then hata kukula kwake yani akuli, yani mashida anakuanga tu kwa sana sana kwa church. Hadi kasa yako church anaamini tu ya kwamba kuna mtu tu ako na mtoto na atampatiana tu akiwa safe.
David narrates how his son's disappearance has been torture for the family, and all he wants is to find his son. He recounts the many times he has received information about Isaac that turned out to be unfruitful. Despite reporting the matter of his missing son to various police stations, nothing seems to be pointing him to the right direction, as his hopes continue to dwindle by the day.
Make posters all over hiyo area ya Embakasi, Dandora huko. Metembea kwa police station kama zote, kwa machief. Yani naomba tu kama mimi kama babake, naomba mwenye tu ako na yeye ama ako na ripoti tu, asisite tu kuipeana tu kwa polisi juu wako aware.
Gishira is a family man who says his peace will only return with the return of his son. He's now calling on anyone who might have any information that will lead him to Isaac Mushiri to come out and help his family reunite, again by reporting to any police station or contact his family. Isaac was last seen wearing a navy blue t-shirt and black striped trousers.
Mushiri nakupenda, wewe unajua. Unajua vitu tunafanyanga na yeye. Rudi home manze. You are my only son. Napenda wewe sana baba. Rudi nyumbani.
Edin John Mokora, Lookup TV.
Several governors have faulted the manner in which government has lifted the ban on genetically modified organisms in Kenya. The governors now say the process was hurried and they were never consulted. Addressing the press in Bungoma, the Bungoma governor, Kenneth Lusaka, and his Vihiga counterpart, Wilberforce Otieno, said the proposal by the Ministry of Trade to import and avail to the Kenyan market GMO maize puts Kenyan farmers at a disadvantage, adding that the farmers will be unable to sell their maize at a price proportionate to their production cost.
We note with concern the unfortunate decision and proposal by the Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to import and avail to Kenyan market GMO maize. This puts our Kenyan farmers at a disadvantaged position as they will not be able to sell their maize at a price commensurate to their production cost. Further, the discussion of importation of GMO was premature as a report on the maize balance sheet by the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development projects a maize surplus of 19.1 million bags by end of December 2022. This is as a result of the 16 million 90 kg bags to be harvested from the 2022 long rains, crops in South Rift, North Rift, Nyanza and parts of western counties, and 1.5 million bags import from the East African Community region by the private sector. The Council proposes a meeting with the Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to discuss this matter to ensure our farmers are well compensated for their yields. Additionally, we urge the national government through the National Cereals and Produce Board to make available resources to purchase all maize held by farmers before any importation is granted. We note that the uprooting of 8 baobab trees in Kilifi County goes against our national targets to increase the forest and tree cover, especially in coastal and dryland areas.
Even with those reports of local unease, Kenya and South Korea business organizations have signed a partnership agreement to fast-track trade and investment. The agreement pursues development policies that support job creation, entrepreneurship, creativity, innovation, and encourage the growth of micro, small, and medium enterprises. The government also seeks to promote effective public-private partnerships and to address youth unemployment.
In his second-day state tour in South Korea, President William Ruto said Kenya has created an enabling environment to attract investors.
The opportunity that Kenya presents to investors and business people in this part of the world is not just about the investment opportunity in Kenya. It is bigger than that. It is the investment opportunity that you can launch from Kenya into the continent of Africa. We have the youngest population and we have the highest return on investment for any investor from anywhere in the world. I think these are opportunities that are persuasive enough for any investor and business person to consider as they make their investment and business choices.
The president welcomed South Korea business communities to invest in various sectors, including transport, infrastructure, agriculture, health, and ICT in Kenya.
Today we have a population of 1.3 billion people and a GDP of $3.5 billion. I think it is an opportunity that any investor and any business person would want to explore. My presence here is to confirm to you Kenya's readiness to engage, to work together, and I'm here to underwrite the opportunities that are available in Kenya.
President Ruto was speaking in Seoul, South Korea, during a business forum to unlock trade and investment opportunities between Kenya and South Korea. The organizations also agreed to prioritize investment that will fast-track the realization of the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Cecilia Lubanga, Lookup TV.
Hippos continue to cause havoc. 3 men now have been killed by hippos in the last month around Lake Otieno in Naivasha, with the cases being attributed to encroachment of riparian land and an increase in the number of foot fishermen in the small water body. We're going into a short break. We'll be back with more news shortly.
So mimi nilikuwa mmoja wa timu kubwa ya Hasla na ngojea mazao yake.
Naam, bila shaka mpenzi mtazamaji, ni awamu nyingine tena ya bunge la mwenyeji ambapo tunasikia tu maoni ya wenyeji hasa wananchi wa kawaida. Je, maoni ni yapi?
Anakwambia wananchi ndio kila kitu. Unaona dips na system ni wananchi. Unaona vile wamenyorosha watu bwana.
Tumeng'oa nanga kwenye bunge la mwenyeji.
So ile kitu nasema tunamuomba asituachilie.
Imagine starting your academic journey here at the foot of Mount Kenya, a place where you can call home, a place where we celebrate our diversity and uniqueness, a place where you can be at your best, at work and at play. That place is Embu College. there's no better place to make the difference than Embu College. Karibu Embu College, where a holistic education matters.
Welcome, you're watching The CEO. On this show, where we invite masters, captains of industry.
It's all about working in teams. Customers are happy, it's a good month, the markets are good. I mean, those are very exciting moments.
Ladies and gentlemen who tell us where and how to find money and put money in our pockets and how to go about doing business in the best possible way.
For me, I'm not serving myself, I'm serving community.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College is focused on being the leading technical and vocational training institute in the region. Our team possesses in-depth knowledge and extensive experience in the industry, offering thorough training in cosmetology, hairdressing, interior design, creative arts, training of trainers, nail technology, and fashion design. With branches in Nairobi, Thika, Meru, Eldoret, and now in Mombasa, our courses ensure that learners are completely equipped with knowledge, competency, and employability skills. Enroll today to be a part of a center of excellence.
These people do not observe any traffic rules. They come at you from any direction. They ride on the sidewalk. They don't care about traffic lights. A lot of them are now being used by criminals who have killed and hurt people in this country. These people, for some reason, seem to have a soft spot in the government because as much as they're breaking the law, the authorities now and police in Kikuyu are having a meeting. In fact, a special meeting with area boda operators to discuss and agree on various mechanisms to apply in efforts to security being improved, which has been threatened in the recent weeks. Police are now calling on the operators to work with them in realizing peace.
In light of the rising insecurity across different counties, Kikuyu Sub-County Police Commander Catherine Ringaro has said that the gangs that are terrorizing area residents are hiding in the boda sector, and therefore there is need for the operators to collaborate with the security operators to eliminate those gangs.
We have agreed watakuwa wanatembea kutoka jioni, kutoka asubuhi, ikifika saa 5:30 saa 6 kila mtu ameenda kwao. Ile mtu atakuwa anafanya kazi past midnight, huyu atakuwa customer yetu. Tutakuwa tunamweka pahali mzuri analala, tunaweza kumstaki tumpeleke kotini, na tunaweza reason together tumuone.
In other stories, Kakamega County government has promised to build new police stations in Kakamega town through the emergency fund as one way to strengthen county security following the increase of insecurity cases.
Leo asubuhi gavana wetu Bwana Baraza ameitisha mkutano wa county security bosses na wadosi wa security hao kwa sababu ya usalama wa hapa Kakamega town. Mauaji yamekuwa mengi, uhalifu umekuwa mwingi. Tunataka tutafute suluhisho.
Speaking after visiting the area, Kakamega County Deputy Governor Ayub Savula said the county is looking to build 2 police posts outside the town. Kakamega County Commissioner John Ondego has asked the citizens to cooperate with the officers and disclose information that will lead to the arrest of the criminals.
Mmeshika mtu na utaki kuandikisha taarifa. Huyu mtu akienda pale atasimama na nani kotini? Kwa sababu askari hawezi simama na yeye. Kwa hivyo tusifanye nini? Tusiogope kutoa habari muhimu.
Elsewhere, Water Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome has launched a tree planting exercise in Kandara, Murang'a County, which aims to plant more than 20 million trees in the constituency in the next 5 years. Speaking at Kandara Polytechnic College, where she was leading Kandara residents in tree planting, she encouraged residents to embrace the practice.
Nataka kuwa laini mstari ya mbele kuchangia urudishaji, ujengaji wa mazingira ndio tupate maji ya kutosha ya kuletea wananchi.
In the Ukambani region, farmers who grow a large quantity of mangoes in Kibwezi, Makueni County have asked the county government to create a conducive environment to sell their crops due to the many brokers who are misleading them to get the profits they want. The farmers have raised concerns of a violation when it comes to selling their crops. They are now calling on the Ministry of Agriculture, Makueni County, to protect them by involving them in marketing and agriculture organizations.
Ngangana tunaweka ikuile off season. Wakati hakuna maembe mali pengine si ndio tunakuwa na maembe. Sana sana hii area ya Kibwezi. Kuna hao brokers wanakuja. Yes, we can do without them. Lakini saa nyingine wanatumiza sana. Ulikuwa una imagine utatoa like 10,000 pieces ama 20,000 pieces. Every piece poteza shilingi 5. Hiyo ni income gani umepoteza? Imeenda na mtu aja changia lolote kwa hiyo shamba.
Finally, as the world prepares for 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, cases of GBV have been reported to occur among women, children, and even men, but are rarely reported to police stations and instead are resolved at village barazas.
Watoto wetu wanadhulumiwa, unakuta watu wamekuwa watu wazima, hisia zao zimeharibiwa, watu katika majumba haya wanadhulumiwa na hali zinakuwa ni mbaya.
Speaking in a meeting that brought stakeholders from different sectors together in Mumias, police officers said domestic arrangements are a challenge in those cases. Chief Health Officer of Mumias, Karen Nyada, has asked all stakeholders, including religious leaders, to participate in facing such cases which are increasing each day.
Kila mshikadau amekuwa akiongelea jinsi ambavyo tutaweza kusaidiana ili tukaweze kupunguza idadi za kesi ambazo za kijinsia katika wilaya yetu hii, na tunashukuru ya kwamba wote wamekuja na kila mtu ako na sababu ya kukuja hapa, na tumekubaliana ya kwamba tukitoka hapa kila mtu ataenda kufanya kazi ambayo inamfaa kuhamasisha wananchi kuhusu hizi issues za gender based violence kwa community.
Lisa Maina, Lookup News.